Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Plan B Success. Every time I strike up a conversation with someone, either in a professional environment or in a social setting, the conversation invariably moves towards how it's been on the work front. Don't you all face the same? Most of the time, what I hear is it's been immensely busy. I've been busy. There's so much to do. And then the conversation meanders into how there's no time to even catch a breath, so on and so forth. Sound familiar? And I invariably start thinking that this has become an unconscious reaction of almost anyone, whether they're truly swamped with work or not. After all, work is such an integral part of anyone's life. But in the modern world, as we know it, is any work truly hard? Ask yourself that question. Is your work truly hard? Well, most of it is not. And whatever is, there are several innovations in place to make it easier to perform. Today, it's not as much about working hard as it is about working smart. We live in a time where it's your resourcefulness and acumen that plays a vital part in your success than sheer hard toil. For every aspect of work where true muscle power is needed, machinery and computers have proven their mettle. When it comes to true productivity, burning the midnight oil has shown to be futile. The most productive contribution from a human is limited to about 8 to 9 hours a day. After that, a change in scene is required to ensure that you do not burn yourself out. There's a need to recharge and replenish for continuing your productive pursuit the next day. It also helps to pause a moment and relook at the task ahead with a fresh perspective. Oftentimes, you will see a different light on some other end of that dark tunnel. The modern workforce is distributed across the globe, some working virtually and some enjoying flexible schedules. These allowances have actually brought down stress levels and increased productivity. Imagine being tied to your desk working on a task while worrying about how your kids will be picked up at daycare if you can't leave. Who wins in this situation? The employee, the employer, or none? Now, if you're able to take off for an hour to get your kids home safely and come back to work, or if you were to take off early, get your kids home, and then continue to work from home, isn't that a true win-win situation all around? Coming back to the 8 to 9 hours you have available on a daily basis to tackle work, I think that is plenty of time to be truly productive without complaining about being swamped. It boils down to planning your work and working your plan. It also builds upon being accountable for what you do and showing responsibility. This will actually rub off on those that you work with if done right. If you plan right and perform right, you should never ever be truly swamped or overwhelmed by work. Today's economy has created unique situations where many employees have taken on more than their due at work and are thankful to be employed. But this also creates situations where they may be overwhelmed, causing burnout. By nature, we try to pack as much as possible in a day. Working smart is prioritizing based on importance and urgency, planning workable chunks of work, setting yourself up to succeed, being flexible to accommodate your work-life balance without losing focus on either. Now, take a moment and reflect on your own situation. Are you working hard? Or are you working smart? Do you think you're facing a burnout? Well, what should you do in order to avoid that situation? Do you support smart work within your team and your organization? Are you allowing your employees, your associates, your subordinates to work smart? Ask yourself that question and you'll find your own answer. Hey, I hope you liked that episode. please make sure you subscribe to Plan B Success on your favorite podcasting platform, and do share the word, do spread the word with others so that they might benefit from this content as well. Thank you very much.